Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Marvel Monday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Marvel Legends series Avengers 60th Anniversary Beyond Earth's Mightiest, Black Widow. Let's get into it! Let's begin our defection from the Red Room with a look at the packaging. And here at the top, we have Marvel Legends Series 4 and up and the assortment number. And if you want a close-up of that, there you go. And then on the top flap, Avengers 60 Years of Earth's Mightiest. And a nice Avengers symbol there. On the front, Black Widow and a nice digital render of the figure. And some looks like comic artwork in the background. Marvel Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest. Warning, don't stick things in your pie hole that do not belong there. Plastic-free packaging, except tape and glue. Hasbro print on the bottom, just in case you forgot where I just said it. Plastic-free packaging, except tape and glue. And then we have includes figure and 16 accessories. And that. On this side, Marvel Legends Series. Nice digital render with comic artwork in the background. On this side, nice artwork of Natasha. Marvel Legends Series. On the back, Marvel Legends Series Black Widow. And then all these stripes. That's pretty cool. It actually is pretty cool looking. Then a nice digital render of the figure in an action pose and digital render of the accessories. And again, the outline on it, to me, it makes it look a little blurry. It's like the outline bleeds into the guns especially. Then, warning, attention, Octoon, don't stick things in any language pie hole that do not belong there. Don't give it to babies, recycled. Attention! Especially don't stick it in your French pie hole. Marvel print, small fine legalese made in China print, symbols I'm not going to learn, Hasbro print, and a barcode. That, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and her accessories, and there is a lot of them. Here we have handy dandy tweezers for the smallest stuff. There is 2 of the blast effects, and they're both the same. Nothing we haven't seen before. We have 2 of the smoke effects for the barrels. Again, we've seen this before. Both of them. They are a little different, I think. But they're still clear and smoky. Then we have her wrist blaster with the Widow Sting coming out of it. It's got nice gold paint on it. And again, I don't think this is something we haven't seen before. I know we've seen, if not this exact piece, very similar piece in the movie Black Widow, the deluxe white costume Black Widow. Here's the other one, Widow Sting wrist blaster. And we have the smoke effect wrist blasters. And again, if we haven't seen this exact piece, we've seen something very, very similar. In fact, I want to say the Target exclusive Black Widow in the white with the sniper rifle came with all of these accessories. The wrist blasters with the smoke and Widow Sting effects, and the pistols. Now, I'm not going to say anything else is the same stuff, but I think that's where we've seen these before. And the smoke effects on the wrist blasters are different, it does look like. Then she has 2 extra sets of hands. There's a set of fists, left and right. Nice molded detail, all molded in black plastic on an in and out hinge. And again, that might be something we have seen before. I don't know that 100% of this is new. It's probably not. So, and then she has 2 trigger finger hands, left and right. Nice molded detail, and this one is on an in and out hinge. And this one is on an up and down hinge. Again, molded in black plastic. Here's the first of her pistols, and it's kind of a futuristic-y looking weapon. And it does have a port in the end of it where you can put either the blast effect or the smoke effect. That's a little tight to get it in there, so that does it for that one. And then we have the other pistol, which is the same pistol essentially, it just has a suppressor on it. And again, nice molded details, all molded in color. And the blast and smoke effects work with this one as well. However, this port seems a little tight. And it's hard to get them in there, and I think it's actually stretching it out a little bit at the end of the barrel. Putting these effects in here, like this one doesn't even want to go. Yeah. And part of that is the plastic that the effects are made out of. The smoke effects are real flimsy. I don't want to say flimsy, flexible. So, but it will fit in there. You work at it just a little bit, it will get in there. So there's for that. The last 2 accessories are the extra heads, and I think, you know, this is kind of where this figure shines, not just the new parts of the mold or the, you know, the body mold, but I think these head sculpts and the deco on them look really, really nice. I mean, look at the eyes, the expression on her face. She's kind of scowling without scowling. On camera, it looks like there's a little bit of wash to the hair, but in person, not. I don't see any wash in it in person. But the eyes, the eyebrows, the lips, that scowly look on her face. I really like that one. And then here is, I like to call this one the more classic hair, because this style is more like what she had. I won't say it's exactly like, but when she first came on the scene, and I want to say Daredevil, and in the 60s, she kind of had this hairstyle. And again, it's a nice look on the face. Eyebrows, eyes, eyelashes painted on there, the lips. It's just really cool. And what I really wish would have happened is they kind of utilized some of that G.I. Joe wig technology and made the hair swappable for any of the faces. That would have really been a step in the right direction, in my opinion. Your mileage, of course, may vary. And now let's take a look at the figure herself, and here's the final head sculpt, which is, I want to say this is the more modern look for her hair. And this one kind of has a neutral face on it. So again, I really wish they'd have made it where you could swap the heads and the heads. That would have, or the heads and the hair with some of that G.I. Joe wig technology. I think that would have really been awesome. But it does have a lot of nice sculpted detail, just like the rest of the head sculpts. And eyebrows, eyes, eyelashes, lips. There may even be some color in the cheeks. But the face printing technology really shines on this figure. And I don't mean that literally, because there's a little bit of shine to it, but nothing like what we've seen in the past. So that's really nice. Then we have a silver paint app for the zipper that goes all the way up the collar there. The collar is a separate piece, and I'm just guessing that it's glued on there, and it is a bit flexible, so it'll get out of the way a little bit, but it does kind of get in the way of the head. Now, with this being a new sculpt and them still using the hinge and ball in it, is a little disappointing. I would have liked to have seen this get away from that a little bit and have maybe dumbbell, even though I will say for this particular figure and the poses you might want to put her in, the hinge and ball probably will have a better range of motion than a dumbbell. So I guess they made the right decision on that. Everything else on the figure, minus the belt and the wrist blasters, are molded in black plastic, it appears. Then it seems the belt is molded in gold plastic along with the wrist blasters, and then there's paint effect. There's a paint app right here, the Black Widow symbol, and that, my friends, is really it as far as the deco goes. Now let's take a look at her articulation and the new articulation scheme for the female bodies. She can look up that high. Part of that is the hair and the collar. She can look down that far. She's got just a tiny bit. Oh wait, there it goes. She's got some chicken neck. She's got some waggle. She can do the full exorcist. At the shoulders, this is new for female figures, a butterfly joint. It goes back that far and forward that far. At the shoulder, she can raise her arm up a little past 90 degrees. Here at the upper bicep, there's a cut for 360 degree rotation. Double hinged pinless elbow, and we've been seeing that come in here and there. So it gives you that much bend. And then she's got the splayed or open finger hands, 360-degree rotation on there, on an in and out hinge, and in and out hinge on the other as well. Now I will go ahead and say these hands are very soft plastic. Plastic is very, very soft. It's a cut here where the chest and the abdomen meet. It's on a ball joint, and it gives her all kinds of hula. She can lean left and right. She can lean back that far just with that joint, and forward just slightly with that joint. Now here's where we get into something new. She has what I like to call the reverse ab crunch, because usually the smaller portion is in the upper regions of the abdomen rather than in the lower regions. And we've seen some Spider-Mans that have this reverse ab hinge. And there's no, well, it's hard to say. Okay, there is no rotation in it. It's just a hinge. So that hinge will go back that far, and working in conjunction with the upper chest abdomen cut, they work in conjunction to give you that much. Now just on the hinge, she can lean forward that much, and then a little bit more with the where the abdomen and chest cut is. So now as far as a rotation there's no waist rotation. Can't really have a waist rotation with that inverted ab hinge, but she does have 360-degree rotation here where the chest and abdomen meet, and it has detents in there, and you can hear it, and I'm going to twist it on here so maybe you can hear it. So there's that sound. Now something else they could have really improved this mold with, bringing something in from the Classified series, is that pull down hinge at the hip, and that would have really increased the range of motion for our legs. Not that it's bad, but it would have been nice to get more out of it, especially when she gives you this much of the splits. With that pull down hinge, she could have given us the full splits. The kick forward, it would have improved the kick forward just a little bit, but this is how much you get. And back is practically non-existent. She has a butt block. So, and there is a cut at the upper thigh for a full 360-degree rotation. Double hinged pinless knee, and again this is something that we've seen sneaking in the line for a little while now, and it gives you that much bend. And then at the ankle, tilts down that far, tilts up that far, and forward facing pin for rocker. Now I'm probably wrong when I say this, but I could have sworn when they first showed this figure off, they said she was going to have toe tilt. And so I was a little disappointed to find that the figure does not have toe tilt. It would have really been, I mean, they could have made this the ultimate Black Widow figure. Not that it's, you know, it's almost there, but not quite. But anyway, maybe I'll remember some of this stuff when I do the final thoughts, my ideas and stuff on it. So there we have it, my friends, a look at the figure and her multiple plethora of accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Avengers 60th Anniversary Beyond Earth's Mightiest Target exclusive Black Widow in the front, And then behind her, we have the Avengers Retro carded Black Widow, the Walmart exclusive 90s Black Widow, and the Target exclusive white suit Black Widow. And surprisingly enough, you can interchange all the heads. So that is a bonus if you have all these figures. Now you can have all these heads on that new body. For our final set of comparisons, here we have the Target exclusive Avengers 60th Anniversary Beyond Earth's Mightiest Black Widow, with our final Marvel Legends comparison making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee. From the G.I. Joe Classified series, we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black Series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. And for a 7-inch comparison from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Target exclusive Marvel Legends series, Avengers 60th Anniversary Beyond Earth's Mightiest Black Widow. I have to say, I like all the accessories that it comes with. I wish it would have come with more accessories. And the new articulation scheme, if this is going to be, starting ASAP, widespread through the Marvel Legends series for all female bodies, then that's awesome. They've been sneaking in the pinless knees and the pinless double hinged elbows here and there already, but still haven't seen widespread issuing of those joints. Now, all new on this figure is the reverse ab hinge and the butterfly joint in the shoulders. Now, only 2 more types of articulation were really needed on this figure, and that's toe tilt, which I know Hasbro just doesn't like to do apparently, and a drop down hinge in the hips, like the G.I. Joe Classified series has. Those 2 things, and this would have been a near perfect figure. I mean, it's nice now, but with those 2 additions, it would have been a nearly perfect rendition of Black Widow. Excuse me. Now, that being said, I'm not saying I don't like this figure. I do really like this figure. I just wanted more, I suppose. And how many of us don't just want more out of a figure? But as it is, it's a vast improvement over the standard female body that Hasbro has been using. So again, I hope we are to soon see widespread use of this articulation scheme throughout the line. And this won't be like the only one we see in the next 3 years, where everything else is a sneak out. Well, we'll do the pinless stuff on this one, and we'll give this one the butterfly, and then this one will give the upside down hinge, but none of them get all of it. I don't want to see that, Hasbro. There's no reason for it at this point, because I know Hasbro's listening. No, they're not. But anyway, my friends, a very nice figure. If you don't have a Black Widow, this is one to get. If you have some of the other Black Widows, this is the one to get. And as I didn't show, but as I said in the comparisons, the first round of comparisons, that all 3 of those Black Widows, those different Black Widows, all 3 of their heads are interchangeable with this body. The only one that sits a little high is the 90s version, the one in the jacket. But it's designed to sit that way. Even on the body it comes with, it's designed to sit up high on that, giving her a longer neck. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.